Hi, my name is John Farrow. I'm a life member of the Wilts and Berks Canal Trust and have been an active volunteer helping restore the canal for over 10 years. This is a summary of a talk I give about the canal. Canals and waterways are the most used recreational resource in the country. There are more canal boats now than there were at the so-called golden age of their use in the 1800s. However, over 95% of users are not on boats. They are walking, taking children, grandchildren and dogs, looking for wildlife, fishing, and even commuting by cycle. In the late 17th century, heavy materials such as stone and coal and manufactured goods such as porcelain were increasingly being transported around the country. A typical horse and cart carried about a ton of goods, but the roads were generally poor, with rutting an increasing problem, particularly in winter. Canalising rivers and building canals became a craze, with nearly 4,000 miles of canal built. Not only was the ride smoother, but one horse could pull around 20 tonnes on a narrow boat and up to 50 tonnes on a broad beam boat. Wiltshire alone had parts of 5 canals and a canalised river, the Salisbury Avon. There are about 2,000 miles of canal in use today, the only Wiltshire one being the Kennet Avon, which ran from the Bath Avon to the Kennet at Newbury and on to the Thames at Reading. It was completed in 1810 with the key aim of transferring goods between London and Bristol. It also transported Bath stone and coal from the Somerset coal mines around Radstock. The Wilts and Berks Canal was designed by Scottish engineers Robert Whitworth and his son William, and was completed at the same time as the Kennet Avon in 1810. It ran the 52 miles between the Kennet Avon at Semmington south of Melksham and Abingdon on the Thames. Unlike the Kennet Avon, its 42 locks were built for narrow, not broad beam boats, so its capacity was much less. There were short branches to Chippenham, Calne, Longcott for Farringdon, and to Wantage. The 9-mile North Wilts Canal, with its 11 locks and tunnel, opened in 1819. It joined the Wilts and Berks from Swindon to the Thames and Severn Canal at Latton. It formally merged with the Wilts and Berks Canal in 1820. The main commodity transported by the Wilts and Berks was coal from the Bath coalfield, plus movement of gravel and agricultural goods. However, the population it served was quite small. Carriage tended to be one way eastwards, with not a lot to bring back to make journeys viable. The most successful time was when it carried goods for the building of the Great Western Railway in the 1830s. Railways led to the decline of canals, and the last Wilts and Berks dividend was paid in the 1870s, after which there was little canal maintenance. The Stanley Aqueduct near Calne collapsed in 1901, after which boats were unable to traverse the whole length of the canal. There was a formal act of abandonment in 1914, with the land generally returning to the nearest landowner, leading to literally scores of current owners of land over which the canal ran. A group of enthusiasts formed in 1977 reviewed what still existed. This group formalised into the Wilts and Berks Canal in 1997 with the aim of restoring both the Wilts and Berks and the North Wilts canals to navigable waterways along their original routes where possible, for the benefit of the community and the environment. It is now part of a larger group, the Wiltshire, Swindon and Oxfordshire Canal Partnership, with representation from 25 interested parties, including local councils along the route. Today there are several sections restored in water. These include lengths between Laycock and Pewsham, around Foxham, Royal Wood and Basset, Swindon and Wantage, providing stretches to walk and enjoy. The original exit into the Thames at Abingdon has been built over, but a new 100-metre section, called Jubilee Junction, has been excavated off the Thames south of the town. At Wichelstow, south of Swindon, the Trust boat Dragonfly regularly carries passengers on 50-minute circular trips, and there are special Santa cruises in November and December. Occasionally there are other Trust boats at Melksham, Pewsham and Royal Wood and Basset. At Dornsea near Lynham, the Trust owns the Peterborough Arms Public House, which not only provides food and drink and a bowling alley, but is also a focus for the Trust and the surrounding village. The Trust has major plans to further restore the canal. Agreements for a new section from the Kenton Avon to the Avon at Melksham, together with a new marina, are in an advanced stage. There are also plans for restoring 3 locks and the lockkeeper's cottage at Pewsham, which will also provide a venue for teaching school children about canals. Talks are underway for a canal tunnel underneath the M4, which will greatly enhance the development of a continuous canal between Royal Wood and Basset and Swindon, with the adjacent towpath providing a commuter cycling route between the two centres. It is hoped that the canal can be brought back into central Swindon and join on to the North Wilts route. However, the main line of the canal will circuit south of the town, passing Coke Water, which historically was built as a water supply for the highest section of the canal at Swindon. It will also go through the Eastern Villages developments and rejoin the original route near Bolton. Work has also started on further canal restoration in Canal Park, Shrivenham. The canal has over 2,000 members, split into branches along the length of the canal, which have work parties managing and restoring where they can, and also providing a presence at local events such as fetes. There are also a number of speakers giving talks to local groups about the canal. If you're part of a group which would like to hear the whole of this talk or one of the others which I give, please feel free to contact me. A key aim of the Trust is to increase membership, as the higher the number involved, the easier it is to convince local councils, industry and sources of funding such as the lottery of the level of interest in having the canal restored. If you are not a member, do join us and help us restore a resource to benefit all and the environment in which we live. Thank you for listening.